Well, as we heard yesterday, we're living in changing times. No doubt about it. Change is upon us. And I think successful people in the future will be those who embrace change. Because the only constant we have is the change. The difference is the speed of change. It gets faster all the time. I saw some numbers a while back, which I liked a lot. It said if you could measure information in inches, from the beginning of time to 1860, it'd be approximately 1 inch in height. And from 1860 to 1960, it would have grown to 4 inches in height. And from 1960 to 1980, it would have grown to the height of a Washington Monument. And from 1980 to 1984, it doubled. And we're now told that it's doubling every 12 days. So things are changing fast. And a lot of things that we grew up on that our mamas and daddies told us, we now find to no longer be true. Let me give you some examples. How many of you were told when you were a small child that after you ate, you had to wait 30 minutes or an hour before you went swimming? Stomach cramps, drowned on the spot. Now they tell us there's absolutely no correlation between eating and swimming and cramps. My mama used to force me to eat liver as a child. She didn't even like it herself. But we were made to eat it. We were told it was good for us. Now they tell us the worst possible food that you could put in your mouth from a cholesterol perspective is liver. You see, God gave me the ability as a child to know you shouldn't eat that. My daddy used to say, boy, don't eat that cereal. Eat you some eggs, some grits, and some bacon, and biscuits, something that'll stick to your ribs. Now we find it sticks to more than just our ribs. So it's a changing world, and we have to embrace this change or get left behind. As we change, we have to find different ways to bring value. Sometimes we need to find complementary folks to work with. That's why you see so many mergers and changes. People are looking for, how can we bring value to the client today? I was given a great model when I was a child by my grandparents. My grandfather had developed serious cataracts in his eyes, lost basically all of his vision. Whereas my grandmother kept her sight up to her death, but her hearing was pathetic. And I remember driving out one day for a visit. As soon as I pulled in the backyard of the house and opened the door, I could hear the TV blasting from inside the house. The Price is Right, come on down. So I get out of that car and walk up to the back door of the house. And I could see them both seated in there watching TV, full volume, and the back door was locked. So I bang on the door, bang on the door, bang on the door. After a while, I see my grandfather sort of flinch. Look all around and say, Ida! Ida! I hear something. Do you see anything? I always thought that's what teamwork was all about. People change. The market changes. We've got to be able to adjust to that change. Growing up in eastern North Carolina, one of my all-time heroes still is Michael Jordan. Went to the same school. I just always admired him so much. And he, I thought, also demonstrates this evolution in how you bring value. He became the world's greatest when he first got in, by being a better athlete than everybody else, with his skills. But as he got older, he evolved. He wasn't necessarily stronger than everybody anymore. So what he started doing was outsmarting the competition. So we have to change the way we deliver the value. Because what got us to where we are now might not be what's going to take us to where we need to be in the future. To be relevant, we have to continue to change.